Okay, so welcome everyone, and today I want to introduce you to my first episode on YouTube. Now, what I'm going to be covering today is how you can build a strong foundation when it comes to the kipping movements within CrossFit. Okay, now I know quite a lot of people's goal is to get good at kipping pull-ups, get good at butterfly pull-ups, toes to bar, maybe even get the first muscle ups or increase the volume on what they can already do. And it all comes from a strong foundation with your kipping. So today what I'm going to take you through is how to build that strong base, so then it will transfer onto the rig when it comes to learning how to do those gymnastics movements. Okay, so the first thing what we're going to do, it doesn't actually start on the rig, it starts from the floor. We're going to go through a hollow hold. So for the hollow hold, we're actually going to start on the floor, okay? Now this is going to help us keep tension throughout our core, throughout our legs, throughout our full body, which wants to be transferred over to when we move on to the rig. Okay, so what we are going to do to start off is grab hold of your legs, and you've got to think about bringing your knees into your nose. From there, your shoulders will come up off the floor, and I should feel like I've got tension throughout my core. Okay, from there, I'm then going to release my legs, but I'm going to try and maintain that same position. From there, I'm going to think about pointing my toes, squeezing my legs together, and then I'm going to start pushing my feet away. The further away my feet get, the harder this becomes, and I can start feeling that tension throughout my core. Okay, I'm just going to hold that for a certain amount of time, and then I would rest. So that would be your first progression for a hollow hold. Your next one, so how we can make it that little bit harder, we would start in that same position, knees into your nose, hands out to the side, push your feet away, and then this time we are then going to have our hands up nice and straight. So think biceps next to your ears, and again we're just going to hold that position. Okay, your next progression, once we've mastered that, if you can get around about 20 to 30 seconds in that hollow hold, we're then going to go into a rocking movement. Now this is where it starts to become a little bit more difficult. We'll start in that same position. Knees into your nose, point your toes, hands out, push your feet away, then you come up to the top, and then we're going to start that rocking movement. Now the most important thing here is making sure that I'm maintaining the same shape all the way through. That shows I've got a strong foundation in my core and keeping that tension in my legs and throughout my body. And that is what we want to transfer over onto the rig. Your next one that we're going to go for is a hollow arch. So starting on your front, again, we're going to focus on pointing your toes. I'm going to engage my glutes and my upper back. And from there, I'm going to be looking down, holding that position, pointing my toes, squeezing my glutes, holding my hands out straight, and then I'm going to rest. Once I've hit around about 15 to 20 seconds, those two, the hollow hold and the hollow arch, they're the shapes that I want to be making when I then go on to kip swings, which is what I'm going to be showing you next. Okay, so now we've built that foundation of strength within your core. We've learned how to create that tension throughout your body. This is now where we want to transfer that on to the rig. So we're going to start off with just a hang off the rig, but we're going to find that hollow hold position. So if you watch here, I'll jump up onto the rig. I'll bring my feet out in front. I'll point my toes. I'll try and keep tension in my lats and throughout my core. I want to be able to hold that position for anywhere in between 10 to 20 seconds, okay? Once we can do that, that's when we would then want to start initiating a kip swing. So from there, as we jump up to the rig, we find that hollow hold position, that hollow position, and then we want to start initiating a swing by pulling down on the rig by using your arms or using your lats. Main thing here, I want to make sure I'm keeping my arms straight all the way through. I don't need to bend my elbows. I'll pull down on the bar, and then at the bottom, I'm going to bring my head through, and my feet are going to come behind into the arch position. So if you watch from here, I'll jump up, Find that hollow position, and then I'm gonna start initiating a swing by using my arms. Okay, notice how when my head and my chest comes forward, my feet come behind my body, and when I'm pulling down on the rig, my feet come in front. So I'm basically working within that range of the hollow hold and the hollow arch. Now these are called kip swings or beat swings. Okay, so once we've mastered that and we've got into a little bit of a rhythm, this is now when we can start using a little bit more effort. Okay, so we can make that swing a little bit bigger and bigger. So I'll show you now from here. So I'm opening up that little bit more. I'm still keeping that tension throughout my legs and throughout my lats, but I'm just swinging that little bit more. So now we've gone through all the progressions on how you can build that foundational strength for those kipping movements. We've gone through the hollow hold, hollow rocks, hollow arch, and kip swings. We want to be mastering those first. Then we want to be moving on to things like kipping pull-ups, toes to bar, and muscle ups. I hope this video has helped. Please give me as much feedback as you can. And if you've got any questions, feel free to drop me a message, and I'm more than happy to help.